Everyone, this is Phoenix. Welcome back to another Let's Play. Today we're going to be starting a new map, which is going to be Coldborough Park Farm. I've just loaded into the game. Straight away I actually like the starting area. We're going to have a quick look at the map here. Actually, let's not do that, let's look at the brief. Coldborough Park Farm is a real working arable farm in Herefordshire of around 400 to 500 acres. The farm is situated within about 5 miles outside the picturesque market town of Rossonwy and has stunning scenic views which I've tried to replicate in game. Please note, due to the high level of detail and long view distance, it will take a high-spec PC to run this map on the highest graphic settings. There are 3 farms. The first, Coldborough Park Farm, is for arable farming. The second, Chantry Farm, is for dairy and wool. The third, Yatton Ridge Farm, is for pigs and beef. So we have the pig and beef fattening mod, which is cool. You have 18 fields to grow crops in, 2 forests and many grass fields. For more information on this map, please check your PDA map when starting the game. Please note, we advise you turn wither mode off to start with, as all 18 arable fields are already sown and ready to harvest. That's a pretty good tip then. I grew up on this farm. I had the pleasure of working on it for many years. I had wanted to make a version of it for Farming Simulator for a long time and have tried to make it as close to the real thing as possible while still including aspects of the game itself. I hope you enjoy playing on this farm. If you like this map, please rate it or leave a comment. Bullet Bill 83, which is the map's creator. Okay, so let's have a look at the map. Straight away we can see we start with, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 fields by my count. And it looks like 3 of them are grass fields. So we have a bit of work ahead of us. Those fields are already harvested by the sounds of it. We've got the 3 farms. The red circle on the western side is Chantry Farm, northern Yatton Ridge Farm, and we are currently at Coldborough Park Farm. Way down south is the shop and sell points, and there is the BGA and another sell point there at the biogas plant. We'll have a quick look around the map in a second. Let's have a look here at the... Okay, where are we? Okay, so it's all ready to harvest. What have we got here? We've got barley. Yeah, those aren't... Oh, yes, they are. Okay, so, sorry. So we've got canola, we have barley, and we have wheat. No potatoes or sugar beets planted, and no corn, which is okay. Alright, so we've got a variety of crops to harvest, which is good. Let's just have a look around here. We'll just grab a tractor. Okay, where are we? We're starting at Chantry Farm. So we're using the steer. I haven't used this tractor before, but it's kind of cool. So we have the sheep on the left. There is the wool pallet there. We have the cows here on the right. This is the dairy cows, that is. We start off with a bit of gear. We'll have a look at that in a minute. That's the wool bale, the straw and bale sell point, and we've got 2 bunkers over there for silage. It's a sheep enclosure, fertilizer, seed on the right, a bit more of equipment there. Now this obviously has the stop milk sale mod on. This is the fill point to fill the milk. Down south is the sell point. We'll have a look at that. That's the slurry fill point there behind us. It's the cow enclosure. Now another cool feature about this map is all the gates have manual gate open mod. As you can see, I can not drive through it. I can't open it. I have to get out of the tractor and open it. And there is gate collision on the whole time. So yes, that's the cow mod. We'll just close that gate because we don't need it. Okay, so that gives this farm a bit of a look. So yeah, dairy and wool is on this farm. Okay, this is the Puma we start with. Now we've ported down to the shop, so we're on the southwestern side of the map. There's the sell point for equipment, the ATM, and the store. I actually like this feature, a bit of equipment advertising out the front. Just drive around the back. This is the market. So you've got the pig sell point over to the right, and the beef sell point here to the left. So this is where we bring our livestock when they're fattened up and ready to be sold. Now we'll just have a bit of a drive around this section. Now I'm not going to drive down all the roads. I'm just going to have a quick look around. We'll drive down some, now the other, but we'll just see how we go. This is Wednesday stores. So here we actually have a seed refill and fertilizer there, and around here is the grain sell point for wheat, barley, canola, corn, potatoes, and sweet beets. Sugar beets, sorry. And around to the left. Now this is Blue Jacket Dairy, so there's the sell point trigger for the milk. So we've got to back our milk tanker in here to sell. So that's these sell points pretty well up here. We've got the wool sell point here, which is quite handy that there's a sign for it, wool sell point. And I think that's always, yep, that's, and there's a garden centre there and egg sell point. You also notice that this is a British map, so we are driving on the left hand side of the road, which suits me because I am Australian. Now I don't really want to go down this, don't want to go down this park, Mr. Park. Okay, now out here, I believe is the wood sell point. So wood shore. So that's that's where you bring your wood chips to dump them in here at the sell point. Now I'm just gonna have a quick drive just to show you some of the fields. Oops, wrong side of the road. And there is a lot of traffic too, as you've noticed, on the main roads, not on the skinny laneways. All the fields, these hedges on the left, you cannot drive through them, which is quite nice. They are solid, but only in the middle of them. I'll show you what I mean in a second. So as you can see, it's not until you get to the middle that it's solid, but it gives the still realistic effect. We'll just drive up here, because this is a storage point. So that's all the fields. They're all different shapes, sizes. I'm just going to drive around this car for the purpose of this map to make it a bit quicker. And it's this little laneway here on the right. Yeah, oops. As you can see, the gates are solid. Now this is the only storage point for sugar beets and potatoes on the map. You can't store them at the arable storage with the at Coldborough Park farm, main one. We can only store the 4 grains there. There is no storage, so we either sell them or we bring them here. I'm probably going to use a mod for a silo mod, that is, for storage, but we'll see how we go. Now I'm just going to jump to another piece of equipment actually. Because this is where are we here? This is Coldborough Park Farms. This is where we actually load into the game, right here around the corner. So here we have, that's the lime refill. I'm not going to be using the soil mod, so it's not going to be of any use. Fertilizer, there's this pressure cleaner there to give the gear a wash. Plough and fertilizer. It's a big weight diesel tank. Okay, now around this corner so that's the unload point and the load point, sorry, whoops. So there's the auger to load out, and the unload point for the grain. So this is all our storage. Around here to the right, you'll see the piles. So you got maize, which is corn, OSR, which is rape or canola, and barley and wheat. So you can either unload on there, or you can back in here and offload into here, or use a wheel loader if you want to load it up. Shovel, we've got seed, another weight, front loader, sowing machine, big cultivator. Surprise, it's a 6-meter cultivator, which is which is nice. Usually they give you the little blue 3-meter one, which I despise with a passion, because I dislike cultivating in general, and the 3-meter one just makes things take forever. Around here, I think this is a bunker. Oh, it's just for show, it's not a bunker. That's the bale sell point, or another bale sell point I should say. This meadow here is the reset point, so if you reset the tractors or anything, it comes into this meadow. That sums up this farm, which is Coldborough Park Farm. Is it? Yeah, Coldborough Farm. So, and then you've got all the fields here on either side. So we'll just go for a quick drive around. That's just for show down there. A very small field on the right. Yeah, so that's one thing I do like about this map. All the fields are completely different shapes and sizes, so we can have a variety of equipment, but we'll probably just stick to medium size equipment. We won't go for really large gear, as some of the laneways we will struggle to go down. Okay, now we're up at Yatton Ridge Farm. Right behind me. Okay, so this is where the pig and the beef mods are. So that's the wheat storage and water, the fattening mod, and earth fruits. We have, okay, it's on the right, so it's even labelled. We got the pig shed on the right. That's obviously where the chickens for the eggs are, on the right there. And we got the cattle shed on our left. This is just storage, seed refill and fertilizer there. And same thing around this side. We have, oops, I think I haven't noticed the manure point. I didn't notice it. That's a slurry, because obviously they produce slurry, water, wheat and earth fruits. This here I assume is bunkers for, yes it is, bunkers for silage. And a lot of grass fields around this area, which is quite good because we will need them for the silage. Especially early on until we have some corn up and running. Yeah, I mean, I don't think there is anywhere that the manure goes, which is that a bunker or that might be manure? That's manure, so that's the manure for the pigs. But I wonder if the beef one's around the back. Maybe both of them end up there? We'll see how we go, I guess. But, yeah. Maybe both mods end up in the same point. We'll have to wait and see. Alright, and I think the rest of this is just, yeah, just grassy fields, bit of storage. We do start with that pickup there. And I'll just give you an example of so they're the grassy fields. I don't know if the trees are collidable. I assume they are. Yatton Ridge Farm. This is what most of the laneways are. They're nice and very narrow, so we will need to use a header trailer. We can't just drive around with the header on the combine. There is no traffic on these lanes, so you are the only vehicle using them. So, and then we'll just jump to the pickup, and I reckon that's our farms. Yes, it is. What I'll do is I'll head back to this tractor because there is one area I still want to look at, which is the PGA and biogas power there on the top right. So we'll just cruise through the field, and yep, we go this way. And I do believe I think there's a gate at the end of the field, so we'll drive around it for effect. Yep, so there's the little driveway between paddocks, or fields I should say. And the gate. Isn't close enough. See? And it pushes tractors, so some traffic coming. Okay, now up here we only have the one bunker silage, which is interesting. Most BGAs have 4. It says 1. I don't know how big it is. I assume it's a 1 million litre or 2 million litre bunker, but we'll just wait and see. And this is a sell point for grains. And I do believe this is the best price for sugar beets, potatoes, canola and corn. And there's your BGA sell point there. So that sums it up. Over here is the lumber mill, which I will not be using. I won't be doing any forestry work. That's your sell point there. Put in timber. That's a lumber yard. Yeah, so that sums up the map pretty well. It's going to be interesting to work it. A lot of different fields, or a large number of fields as well. So just have to load in and see how we go. Yes, there's 40 fields. Half of them look like they're grass fields. Yep. Well, all right, guys. Thanks for watching the drive around. Yeah, we'll get into it in the next episode. See you shortly.